I'm just trying to remember what happened. Okay, so you went out on a mission
I was a
originally.
year younger last time we played. That's how long it's been.
Were you're younger, yes. Oh yes, I forgot. Yeah, indeed. Oh no, very naughty of me. Anyway, it has been that long, and you went out to the Congo to follow up on rumours that there was a giant crocodile called King Leopold, which was causing trouble in the Congo for locals and things like that. I think I've got a picture somewhere of the Congo. There we go. So you went out in search of the beast, and you got to the lake, which is Lake Tumba, which is where they're having the difficulty. She's got a little yellow circle on the map where it is, sort of deep in the heart of the deepest, darkest Congo. And you found a group of villagers there who were not very happy about the presence of the colonial invaders, if you like. They were sort of complaining about them, particularly the witch doctor there was very unhappy with the Belgians, saying that they were kidnapping people and the like. While you were there, this was sort of put into action. Perhaps the real horror of this plot point is the Belgian colonials. Damn them! They turned up and attempted to kidnap, take the villagers, and you, or the old rippers that were here, Irina and the others, attempted to stop them. We did try and talk it out, but when the horror, when the yes, it is, because a bit like Heart of Darkness, it is indeed.
That's where it's at.
And into the heart of madness. Yeah, but the talks failed and it broke out into a very bloody battle on both sides. A lot of Belgians died, and 3 out of the 4 Rippers met their end there. Irina just managed to escape, bloody and beaten, and she managed to escape back with the guide who's with you, Shadrach, to the village nearby city of Kukahatville, which looked like this. That's actually a little later in the map, but it gives you an idea of sort of the region. And from this town, Irina managed to get better and also sent word back to London to Mina Harker, who sent reinforcements while Irina was recovering. And these took the form of 2 brand new Rippers who came to assist. I don't know if you want to, because I don't think you've really met Irene yet, have you? I don't know if you two want to introduce yourselves.
We did meet her, but you were playing her because she was in her bed going.
Yeah, she probably can't remember that. She was poorly. So yeah, if you want to introduce yourselves.
Just go over my thing and remember what my character is.
Shall I go first? The name is Charles Hayden Coffin, star of stage.
Charles Hayden Coffin.
Absolutely, and friend of people in high places as well as low places, and glad to be at your service.
Your Hamlet was exquisite.
Yes, I actually have my scrapbook on me with my with the critics' praise of me, and I will happily show it to you. I do carry it around with me everywhere I go.
Excellent.
One never knows when one needs to be able to show one's references off.
Okay, I'm Dr. Adam Ross. I'm the Ripper Tech scientist. I was assigned to your team, and it seems your team just got lessened. as I joined, just as I joined. It's terrible news, terrible news. And then when I went to this village, they seems they came back from the dead and tried to kill me, but luckily I survived with my friend here, the other one who's vanished. But
Yes, there was another colleague of ours, but he seems to be not appearing in this production at this moment.
so I'm here just to gather the materials, and if you need anything installed, just let me know.
Pleased to meet you.
And so, having arrived with a care package and reinforcements to help you out here, Mina actually, when she sent you, can do a quick flashback actually to what she said. This was sort of back in London as you left. This was her briefing to Charles and Dr. Ross. It was 3 of our most promising rippers have been killed and another left gravely wounded in the Congo while searching for the giant crocodile the locals called King Leopold. Ironically, it wasn't the unnatural forces of darkness that we usually fight that took the lives of our friends. It was instead the inhumanity of man. A Belgian troop led by an army officer named Major de Klerk was intent on committing genocide against the indigenous people of a small village on the banks of Lake Tumba, and our rippers tried to put a stop to it. Sadly, they lost the fight, leaving 3 dead and Irina Capelets seriously wounded. Irina is recovering in Coquhatville with another agent named Pierre. We pride ourselves on looking after our agents, and this should be our priority here. I'd like to travel to Coquhatville to support the surviving Rippers. I have a supply package for them. We still have the bodies of 3 Ripper agents rotting on the banks of Lake Tumba. We would like their bodies recovered and returned home for a proper burial, assuming they have not been eaten by predators. Secondly, my military contacts have told me that Major de Klerk is something of a rogue operator down there in the Belgian Congo, and his cruelty and heavy-handed tactics have won him enemies within the Belgian military. I've called on a few favours, and it seems that de Klerk would not be overly missed if he should be removed. I'd like to make that happen. Finally, there's still the problem of King Leopold. He is still at large and fishermen are scared to go out onto the lake. I think it's time the reign of King Leopold came to an end. I've made arrangements for you to
So does a lot
down
of the
there.
world.
I'm sorry.
So does a lot of the world. King Leopold II.
Ah. And so they all went down there and met up with you. You will say you all went back to the village that you left, that you were trying to defend. You found it there ruined. Just to sort of jog your memories a bit more, this was the ruined village. However, in the area you spotted some children, some of the local children, and you found that they'd actually been left. The rest of the village had been taken into slavery to work in the mines of the Belgian mines here, and I remember particularly Charles managing to entertain and cheer up the children during the evening. Oh, and I forgot one massive part. As you entered the village, all the other 3 dead Rippers were reanimated from the dead, and you had to kill yourselves again, which was... well, I nearly managed to kill you twice with the same people in one session, which was amusing, but it didn't happen. Okay, and so you did that, you...
I like
looked
to
at...
sigh, like, oh, I tried to kill them, but I failed.
Yeah, I failed. It was no good. So you did manage to rescue or kill again your bodies, and they're now safely being buried or taken care of. No, there's flying fire, and I suppose it's no longer on fire. That's fair enough. It could be a nice campfire now. Anyway, you decided to which task to do first, which was to track down King Leopold, or have a look at trying to rescue the villagers from the mine. And at the time you opted to go and rescue the villagers, which brings us to where we are.
I think we were already inside because we were fighting. Remember?
Yep,
Right.
we'd already launched our attack. We'd already started sneaking, and we took out the first set of guards, and that, if I remember correctly.
The guy that did all the killing's currently not with us today. Pierre. Weird Irene is there. Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah, by some peculiar quirk, Irina now manages to sort of catch you up, and Pierre says he'll keep watch and make sure no one sneaks up behind you. You just managed to kill some of the Belgian guards who are in this guard room just to the left of where you are now. Ahead of you, the tracks lead down steeply into the mine. There's a mine cart here, which is sitting there invitingly. And now I'll shut up. What would you like to do?
Creep forward very quietly, trying to look round the corners.
All right, Irene's creeping forward. What are the rest of you up to while she's doing that?
I was gonna watch her creep forward because I know that's not my skill.
Okay, you help by not creeping, staying where you are.
Yep, I will hold back for the moment. I can creep when I need to.
What do I see?
Yay!
Yeah, Major D is his rapper name.
Don't like that one.
Smets is on form now. Okay, as you creep forward there, I'll reveal some more as I see a tunnel.
They see a tunnel down the. They see a mine. Trouble and pit.
Down to pit. There we go. Okay, as you get to there, Irina, I'd give you a +2 for the darkness and things, but it does mean that he's just sort of picture to it with an exploding die. Sadly, Schmetz. Oh, actually, technically, Savage Worlds rules they shouldn't. So I think it's only when you close in they should get a roll. Really, they should just do it off of 4 or something. So you. Actually see inside there are some guards. The 2 closest to you are normal soldiers. Annoyingly everything's called S, but the one further back is the Sergeant Smets, and behind that you recognise this man, the Major de Klerk, the evil man who attacked the village. None of them appear to have seen you at the moment.
Yeah, I hold 4 fingers up to the others so that they know how many there are, and gesture.
I just thought it was a collection of fingers that you'd got there.
Can't say anything though, dear, can you?
Do we get a surprise round or anything?
You may, because they haven't seen you. As you move into attack, they get an opposed stealth roll, I think, if you wanted to try and sneak up and attack them without them spotting you. So they will get another.
I'm just wondering if we have a round of shooting before they're aware.
You may do that if you wish.
I will.
Though, if you want to hit the Colonel, because he's behind a few people, he's at -4 to hit, I'm going to say, because he's quite...
Yeah,
covered.
I'll start with some of the others, the little ones.
Okay.
When she's doing her shooting, I'll do my sneaking forward to see how close I can get before they spot me.
So I'll shoot with
Yeah,
both
same here.
pistols.
Okay, Irina's up, which is helpful. They don't get dealt in, so they're not acting. Not looking good for soldier number 1.
Rubbish damage, though. That's me.
Okay, I'm going to try and sneak in. And
Yep,
that
I
worked.
think you managed that.
This is my movement. 6. Sneak up behind this guy. That'll be me for this turn.
Is
You
that...
want to attack?
Attack on this turn?
You can, if he gets a stealth roll again to beat your 10, though.
You mean notice roll?
Yep, notice, sorry. And he's nowhere near, so you can actually hit him with a drop if you wish.
Ooh, I like drops.
Probably should have given Irina the drop.
Might I have had the drop on my...
Yeah, you should have done really, which
So
would have
would have
killed
been
him.
more damage on the one that was stunned, and I think I might have hit the other one as well.
Because my character was going to be special.
The other
You
one...
can set it up on the sergeant.
Trying to look for the effect for drop. Where is it?
Yeah, so you can have a damage roll on the other chap if you want, Irina. So stealing poor Dr. Ross's thunder.
You just have to sneak a bit further, you're fine.
Oh, they're both dead? Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as far as I could go with this movement. I can't attack anyone. That was my turn. Where's my initiative?
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to come round the corner here and start.
You going to stealth it or come bold?
I'll I'll try stealth it. I'll have a -2 on my stealth because I am going to come round and start shooting. So I'm doing 2 actions. Yeah, there you go.
So you just race around the corner, guns blasting.
Well, yeah, gun blasting, yeah, Han Solo style. But actually, no, I think I'm stealthing. So that was my stealth there, Bill. If you want to check the notice against the massive 2.
Yep.
Yeah, they they noticed me, but I will still have a shot.
Just as where you went last.
Yeah.
The sergeant's still got to go yet, actually.
Yeah, he's not been dealt in though, it's fine. He just happens to be on the tracker.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a penny on that one. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, I come round and just throw bullets at people. Or throw bullets into the edge of the mine is probably more accurate.
Okay, and... the donkey. Okay, Dr. Adam Ross, you're up.
Oh my god, that was even worse than my stealth.
Right. I'm going to move forward and attack the major. Du, 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 du.
Not so fast.
You mean not so fast? That wasn't fast. That was like 2 steps.
It was 2 steps, but I'm still testing my weird attacks of opportunity rule. So you basically only get an attack of opportunity if you move from one threatened space to another. So you can step out, back, to run off for nothing. But if you go from Smetz's, if you go to there, basically Smetz is going to get a free whack at you.
Oh, right, okay.
So you just need to be 1 south of there.
Yeah, that's it. You're
So,
fine
so
there.
you really do move slowly because you only move 1.
Okay. So slow because the guy didn't see me, saw me because I got too close. I pushed into his shirt and went, oops, here, I have this claw in the face. And I claw him in the face.
All right.
Right. I see. But you know what I'm doing, don't you? You know what I'm doing.
Lull me into a full sense of security.
I'm the worst combat creature ever. Wow! This is all the time. This has happened last time as well. Combat skills are terrible! No, I won't use another Benny. I'll do. Damn it. Feel disappointed in my skills.
I'm sorry. Actually, like, it's all right. Nope, forget it. Yeah, carry on.
You did.
Yeah, I was thinking about my Elan. I should have had +2 on the last shot, but I would have still missed anyway. It had just been 3 instead of 1.
Major de Klerk spying Irina from sort of across there. So you again, you'll not escape this time, you fool. He hasn't got quick draw, which is disappointing. So he whips out his pistol and shoots Dr. Ross.
Aw. I thought I was shooting her, but no, he's shooting me. Oh my god, how many wounds?
Oh, it's AP2 as well, sorry.
Suki time.
Well, he lasted long. What's your next character game? At least you're still up.
Still 3 wounds. Should I use another soak or use it for the death roll? I'll use it for the death roll. Okay.
Unless anyone's got a card that can help you.
Nope.
I've got a card that can help me, but it can't help me because I would take the wounds.
Oh, you leap in the... I know the one. Yeah. You leap in the way of your own shot heroically. Okay, well, sorry about that.
3 wounds.
Vicious
though.
shot hits you in the chest. He steps back. More rippers for me to kill. Mr. Coffin,
Okay.
sir.
I shall shoot the sergeant. I've got a clear line of sight on him.
My next character will be time travel that came back with a Tommy gun.
I'll shake him.
He's good, yeah.
It's all up to Irina to save me now.
I'll bury that.
Alright. Time for a Benny, I think.
When you die, does your cards go for the new character?
That's a good question. I think it's the player actually who has the cards rather than the character, but
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay, so you shoot Smats. He takes 2 wounds. Nice one.
Is he dead?
No, he's a wild card. Sadly, he's taking 2 wounds though. He's in a bad way.
Okay, second shot then.
Nothing you can do about that. He's on 3 wounds. Okay, you hit him once in the chest and another time in the stomach. He staggers back. Still up just.
He has -3 to his his shaking thing.
Does he remains shaken? He'll stagger backwards.
Moved from me. It's okay to move from me. I forgot you changed the rules, damn it.
It is, yeah. I'm sorry. To be honest with you, I thought that first, but anyway, de Klerk will. Oh man.
Thinking about killing me off, aren't you? I can feel it in the vibe of your voice.
Well, yeah, you're kind of in the way.
That's fine. That's fine. Just do it. Get it over with. I'll think of my new character. Maybe a clone of some other character.
Have you got anything? Do you want to try and soak it? It's only a 4. Get rid of it, or do you want to?
Nope.
Oh man, I've not killed you already.
At least it fixes my armor problem, so you know the new character won't have it.
Well, let's hope this goes well then. If there's nothing else to.
I'll start creating my new character.
Oh man, I'm just like the killer of your characters lately. Sorry.
It's just revenge. I can tell.
No one's got a card.
Nope, I'd be playing it if I could. I mean, if you want to give us that card you've got, which makes it sound like one of us can take a wound for you, which will still.
No,
consider
it means you take
-3.
all my wounds for
Oh,
me.
is it? Oh, yeah.
I thought it was just the. It isn't. It's the shot, isn't it? Have a look.
When a player when an
Yeah.
adjacent ally suffers damage, you suffer the damage instead.
Yeah, the damage instead. So that damage, someone else will take it. Who's got bennies to soak it?
Yeah, I mean, I can take if you want to swap cards, I can take that, which will then mean that you'll be on -3 still, and I'll just take the wound, and then I'll try soak it.
Where are you? Are you
I'm
adjacent
gold.
to me? You're not adjacent to me though. Move adjacent.
I'll give you my card.
I'll be generous about the being adjacent for this one because it's a cool use of the card. So, as de Klerk points the barrel of the gun towards poor Dr. Ross's head, Charles Hayden, coughing, heroically leaps forward and takes the blow. I'll move you to there, though, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like the hero I am, and I'll try soak it.
Good luck.
How much of my damage is removed then? Oh, it's just that last one, isn't it?
Just that last one. So you're still on 3 wounds, but at least you're not dead. Oh yeah, I will soak it.
Yeah, it was a 10 damage coming in, so yeah. Yeah, you leap in the way and I don't know what you do with it, but
and it bounces off your shiny medal that you wear around your neck.
It bounces off my shiny ego.
I think the or your Shakespeare script you've got in your pocket takes it. The Hamlet thing. All right.
No, not in the scrapbook.
I can move.
Definitely not in the scrapbook. No. I have a pocket watch for such things.
Um, hmm. Hmm. Give me wild attack. I might as well.
You don't stand in his way though, do you? Mind you, he's gone, I guess. Okay, wild attack coming up.
Oh my god, are you serious?
It's going to be an interesting fight between you and Smets because you probably both can't hit each other.
That was me. Oh wait a minute, I can move away again. Kiki, no, can I? I can move in and move out.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said that, yes.
Yeah, you can do that anyway, but he's shaken in either case, so being shaken.
Trying to see what my new movement is. It's 3. 1. That was 1. That's 2.
Maybe
I move
move
back 1 and go.
Yeah, be a bit safer.
I don't like Africa.
And I'm shooting Major de Klerk.
Alright.
And I believe as we're enemies, he can't soak me, I can't soak him.
Oh, wait, did that happen?
Ooh,
Okay, yeah, go on then.
Nemesis. Nice.
I'm going to bury that.
Well, you can't soak against him anyway, I guess, so...
Yeah, I'm using my last penny against him.
He leaves a charmed life.
Yes.
There's now a silhouette of him in bullet holes on the back of the...
Okay, so the
page.
shot at -2.
Okay.
And I'll play a card.
Oh. We don't like this. Oh. Okay, I'll apply the damage to him, and you get another immediate turn. Hit him again. March towards him, guns blazing.
Firing at him, yeah. Right, that's me.
He takes a couple of solid slugs though. Smet shakes his head and leaps to action, and what's he going to do? He'll lunge while attacking at Irina, I think. You're a meanie. Oh, my dice, right. Not so hot on the damage though. Oh, you've no bennies?
Oh, so I'll have to take that.
Okay, I will. As Sergeant Smets is in my face at the moment, even though de Klerk's the bigger threat, I will still shoot Smets I'll just do the shot as normal because if he's wild attacking, his parry's a 4, isn't it? So I'm going to hit on a 4.
He has got -2 parry at the moment. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, rather than me changing it round to attacking his parry, it's going to be the same as a normal shot.
Sure. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. Deadly accurate. A neat shot straight through his forehead.
Oh yes, absolutely. It's this Corporal Cloth he is.
Yeah, just Corporal Cloth he is. He is quite far away, to be fair, I guess. Anyway, Dr. Ross.
Okay. Does he look very badly damaged, Mr. Major de Klerk?
He does. He's got a shot in the shoulder and one in the gut from Irene. You can see he's wincing as he moves. Looks in pain.
Let's do this.
Still wielding his pistol, though.
Oh, pistol? That's not a weapon. That means I get something extra on him, doesn't it?
You do. You get +2 to hit him for being an unarmed opponent.
Why did it not add the -3? Or did it?
It did.
It did.
-3.
You wild attacking.
Okay, I hit him. Yay!
Just about.
Right. Hey, don't worry about this, guys. I got it. Who's next in this go? Ooh, Charles. Is it worth really killing this guy? I think it's worth it killing this guy. I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to decapitate him.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love that card. Mostly because I made it up. Okay.
And here we go.
Nice.
Didn't even need it, but it seems.
Impressively with you, yeah. Well, you certainly, you basically just rip his head off with your claws. You'll go in, tear out his throat, and rip through his spine, and he'll crumple to the floor with blood squirting satisfyingly around.
Hoorah.
I say, old chap, that seems to get the job done somewhat.
Yeah, I now need to go back to that medical tent that came from. Oh my god.
Oh well, let me have a look at your wounds. Irina, if you would do us the honour of keeping guard while I just check that Dr. Adam here is not going to collapse on the spot.
Yes.
And I'll attempt a healing roll on Dr. Adam. So it's a -3, isn't it?
Yeah. Currently in the process of designing someone in the background.
Okay. Well, it wasn't a fumble.
Yeah, at least he didn't do any. It's no worse.
I've only got a D4 in it, so I'm not the best of healing. So, yeah, old chap, I'd say plenty of rest is what you need. Drink fluids, and plenty of rest.
Yes.
My work here is
stay
done.
here while we go on.
And I'll have a check on Irina as well.
I'll award you all a penny for your being alive and for finally killing the clerk.
Oh, Irina is okay. I can bandage Irina up.
Irina, you're
You can-
fixed up.
I think you can take my wild attack off now since,
Oh, thank you. Yes, that's much better.
Oh, that's good. You can heal her.
From down the tunnel here, you can hear the chink of tools on rock. The sound of sobbing and anguish.
I believe we should be rescuing said villagers. Are you up for such a task, my
Yes.
friend?
Yes.
Then let us go and liberate these poor people. Just an idea, Dr. Adam. Maybe you should bring the head of Declare with him. That may. I don't really like the idea, but it may lose some morale. Any
Yes,
resistance
yes,
that we
it's a
encounter.
good idea.
Yep, I can do that. I'm used to dead body parts.
Could you remove my shaken bell?
Done.
Thanks.
Alright, so you want to descend further? How are you going about this? Is Irina sneaking, or are you going
Sneaking.
together? Or?
I don't think I'm sneaking, because I don't think it's actually possible with my ministry. I could try.
Yeah.
Okay, I can sneak, it seems.
As can I.
You all move like the whispering wind through grass. See, very poetic today, aren't I? And up ahead, you see
If it'd been whispering wind through the willows, I'd have said you were using a lot of alliteration, but you ended it with grass.
yeah, I don't want to be that arty. Grass is fine. Okay, that'll do. Up ahead, you see. You see Corporal Clothiers. It looks like he's guarding this junction here.
I'll shoot him in the back.
Alright. I need a opposed roll to try and get the surprise. So, well, I'll just take your last roll, actually, 6. So. Yep, he's good form. He's got his Walkman on or something. I don't know right now. He's
Perhaps he has an ear infection in both ears, and he has his ears full of cotton wool.
It might well be the case. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's got an ear infection. Okay. So Irina, you can have a shot at him with a drop if you wish. There's actually quite a steep incline here that you had to go down. Drops quite deeply into the surface. Will that hit?
Oh, I forgot the +4 on the damage.
Which will do it. He goes down. He gurgles as he does so, and because it echoes as well, that shot now around the mine, and you'll hear other voices, Belgian. Does anyone speak Belgian, French, or whatever?
I have French.
Oh, okay. You'll hear someone say, "What was that?" No, I'm in a funny mood tonight, aren't I? Sorry. You hear someone saying, "What was that?" was that noise? There are some villagers around where you are who have first stopped working, and they sort of look bleary-eyed at you.
I'll make acting gestures at Charles.
It was nothing. One of the workers, he dropped a tool and I smacked him around the head like it should do.
Ah, very good. Yeah, if you want to make me a persuade roll.
Oh, didn't roll very well, but we'll go with it.
Okay, that's opposed by their smarts. I'll do a group thing, and they critically fail. So
They're so clever.
well done.
You absolutely can't fool these guys. On the ball.
Good. You hit him a bit harder next time.
I think so. I shall smack him around the head twice.
Okay. So there's villagers sort of looking at you, really wondering sort of what's going on. One of them will recognise you, Irina, and will sort of reach out his hands and say something in a tongue you probably don't understand.
Yeah, I've only got English, French, and Spanish. I'll do the international symbol of keep quiet by putting my fingers over my lips at him.
He nods and rattles the manacles that bind his feet.
And I'll do the mime of like digging or whatever it is that they were doing.
I'll try and pick his manacles.
Oh, okay. We have a lockpicker. Which you do easily. Quite old and not in very good condition. These manacles, you managed to pick your way out of them, or his way out of them. He smiles at you and sort of bows his head a little and thanks, and he turns with the pickaxe and sort of looks angrily down the corridor.
Are any of the others really beefy looking that I can set them free as well?
Yeah, they're not bad actually. They've not been well treated, but they're all pretty physically fit. They're used to sort of living outdoors and having a very physical lifestyle. They've been here for about a month, I think, while you've been healing and whatever. So they're looking a month's worth of malnourishment, but they're still big, strong guys.
I'll see how many others I manage to unpick then before things happen.
Well, that was a pretty spectacular lockpicking roll, so I won't make you do for each one. You'll be able to get together a group of about sort of 6 of them here. Let's give you some allies.
All armed with pickaxes. Nice.
There'll be mushy tribesmen for now, just because I have the stats for.
Don't get the +1 age for being a human in Rippers, is that right?
I think you should do. I think it's pretty standard that for Savage Worlds.
Okay.
But I believe it's that. I'll check.
It wasn't on the list. I was just making sure.
You might be right. But you do usually, I think it's a standard Savage Worlds thing. Let me just check.
Yeah, I thought it was a standard on all settings.
Because you're still human, aren't you?
Yeah.
More human than human.
Do you know, that's interesting because I can't see it here.
Oh, I find it. Yeah, your human gets one free age plus any addition age you choose to purchase. So,
Yeah.
find it in the book.
Because it's usually humans get that and other races get, stat advances and stuff like that. Alright. Okay, so you now have a bunch of tribesmen with you who have not got quite all the equipment they've got on there. Let's say that you've actually got pickaxes, but they can be the same as the spears, I guess. Yeah, I'll call them a spear.
Excellent. Well, I feel far more confident now going forward with a much bigger group.
They all look very keen to
Get
enact
some
revenge.
vengeance. Right, we'll carry on then.
Okay, Charles, you're up next with your minions.
Cool. Right. Are we planning on sneaking round still, or is
We
it?
may as well try and sneak, it doesn't hurt, does it?
Yeah. Is there still sounds of some people hammering and stuff? Otherwise, that will just draw attention that there's no sound.
Yeah, it looks like the mine goes on quite, a bit around the map, so there is sounds of hammering further in.
Okay. Cool. Then sneaking it is.
I'll just make one sneaky roll for all the tribesmen with
Yeah.
the wild
I
die
think
on.
that's the best way of doing it.
Yeah, okay, so they've got 9 basically.
Excellent.
You're on a 5, if everyone else wants to sneak.
Yep, nice sneaky.
Okay.
So I guess we're going to try this so we can see where did the voices come from that I answered? Where did we hear those sounding from?
We're about 11 o'clock on the map, that's where the voice came from.
Oh, right,
Up there.
up that way. Right, so probably along that second tunnel to the left then by the looks of it is where we're going to encounter resistance. So that's cool. So I shall sneak along. To about there. That puts me on about a 6. Is there anything I can see on the first tunnel from there?
Absolutely.
Cool. So my tribesmen are at 88 and 46. Oh, so there's 46. He's next to me. I'm going to pop him sneaking down to here so he can peer around that corner. And
As he just
Ooh.
said, he sees a guy down there.
so there's a soldier down there. He isn't going to be able to reach him because he's sneaking, so he can't sprint. But he can get to about there, so if there's anything he can see up there as well. Ooh, right, hornet's nest.
There are other slaves sort of working on the sides here, but they sort of turn around and sort of continue, kind of realising what's going on.
That's cool because we want to still have the sound of people hammering and stuff. Otherwise, it will really sound suspicious. And number 88 will do the same, but he'll check the other way. So he's looking up there, see if he can see anything around there.
He
Ooh.
sees that guy there.
Cool. So they shall all be in position there, getting ready for orders, but they can't move any further. That's the full movement.
One of the tribesmen will, or the last one to move there, will turn towards you, Charles, and hold up 3 fingers and nod at you.
Cool. I'll hold up 3 fingers to Irina and Dr. Adam and nod to them as well.
Okay. So I'm going to sneak into position over here then.
Okay, I'll maintain your sneak roll from last time, so you can sneak up to there.
And yeah, I guess my guys will move up as well. I'm presuming we're doing a double movement at 3 per move, so
Sure. Both you guys, okay. Oh, we're back on to the start you were last week. Alright, fair enough. Okay, this soldier here, let's give him another. Damn it.
on form.
Ah, thank God for that. Okay, he spots one of the Mushi and calls out, "If one of them's free!" Takes a snapshot, but the guy's in cover and all sorts, so it's going to be hard. I give him a -4, but he still hits. Oh dear, hits him straight between the eyes. One of the mushy goes down. The other one. I'll give him a +2 to this, because he's going to be really daft not noticed now. Yeah, okay, he'll turn around and have a shot. Give it to him at -4 as well, he can put him in. Dr. Ross, you hear the sound of shooting start.
Okay. Just checking. Where's my game? So many windows open. Okay, I've got a. Where's number 79? Where's my villagers? There's 79 there.
I'm sorry, I think I must have moved yours instead of mine.
Right. As long as they're all up there, it's cool.
Okay, and number 100. Okay, those two at the bottom are my two then. Okay. So that counts as the movement from wherever they were to there then?
No, it's new round.
New round.
Okay, so I'm moving this guy down to here. And I'll move this guy down to here. Okay, yeah, go. Oh, come over here. Looks prettier.
Okay. They should
I'll move my little 3 steps forward. 1, 2, 3.
Are they not attacking?
They are attacking, but I was just doing the movement before I did the because my character can't do anything else except move.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to be number 79 first. Then I'll just end my.
If you double click on the token, it should pop up the sheet for you.
There we go. He's no agility. He has no smarts. He's no spirit. He's no vigor. He has nothing. It says new NPC. I'm going to close this. I did something wrong. Oh, new NPC. It says.
Hold on a minute. There you go. Has that worked?
Yep, that worked. Okay, here we go. He's got combat wise. Oh, I didn't know he had a bow. Oh, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah, he's not. I've just used a generic
What's he got?
thing.
What's he got in his hands then? Has he got a stone dagger?
Just use the spear, I think I said.
Stone tip spear, okay. Got it.
I'll be his mining implement.
Oh, you're good at using your weapons, yeah.
Yes, isn't he?
Unharmed. Right, the other guy, 100. That was it.
Irina, you're up again.
So I shouldn't peek around the corner and have a shot or two.
Guy's shaken. Second shot hits him. That's easy, good enough. Straight now.
And, I guess my guys will look a bit disappointed and probably run down to where their friends are.
Right.
Get a word for you. What's the word when they kick you out of the army for being bad?
Dishonorable discharge.
Okay.
Okay, well, my Mushi tribesman will run down. He moved to there.
Yep.
That's 6. And he'll attack that soldier. Do I need to do the +1 or will it do it automatically?
Should do it automatically. You need to move to there though, otherwise you'll get slapped.
Oh, right, okay.
My peculiar rules. Okay.
And as for me, I shall have my pistol out and come round the corner here. I can get to there. Can I see Soldier 74, or is there way too many Mushi tribesmen crowding around him?
You can see him, but it'll be a difficult shot, I think, with the mine being pretty low and everything. So we'll put it as -3, I think, to have a shot.
Okay.
A critical will probably hit your mates. Critical fumble, rather.
Have no fear of that.
Deadly marksman as Charles, coughing. Enough to shake him.
Cool. Oh, yeah. My Mushi tribesman's already gone, so. Oh.
Off you go again.
Yeah, I will let the Mushi tribesman have a go at him first. Ooh, that's a miss. Okay, fair enough. I shall have a shot. Okay, it's a miss, but it's not a fumble, so I'm not going to penny that one.
Things looking pretty good for you at the moment.
So I'm done there. So it's Dr. Adam Ross.
Dr. Adam Ross sneaks forward. Well, not sneaks forward. Drags himself forward. 1, 2, 3. What's happening, people? And my tradesmen do what they were doing a minute ago. Oh, I don't know where they put that sheet of paper. There it is. Okay, let's attack this one. And the other one's going to attack the one below him. Oh, we hit him. Yeah. Oh, that was me. Maybe I could actually see someone. I could do a trick or something, but oh well. Here we go. Next turn. They've already done their moves, the tradesmen.
Ha! Allow me to retort. Sticks the bayonet, the poor tribesman in the ribs with his bayonet, and he slinks back. Out of view. His mate here is not hidden. He has a go with the bayonet. Where did he get? That was wrong. Oops, what's that? Who's back to the arena? You'll know that. Yeah.
I guess I need to check along the other way to see if there's more up here.
Sure.
So I guess I'll move to there.
Okay, in here looks like one of the main areas that they're working, mining here, so there's quite a lot of villagers who all sort of hold out their hands for you to release them from their shackles.
Are there any guards?
Sorry, no other guards apart from the dead one there.
And then I'll. You don't double move in this, do you?
You can.
Roll another d6.
That's it. So yeah.
So I'll start heading back to the others.
Cool. You do have your tribesmen down here who can have a go.
Yes.
Okay, he runs forward and then he can have a go with that bone tip spear. Tribesman 75 still can't see where the other guard went to the north. Are they done? I presume?
Yes.
And Mr. Coffin with the Joker.
Okay. Again, I shall walk down and I shall have a shot if I am able to see.
Yeah.
-3 for cover again.
I'll give you -2 this time. It's a bit of a better angle and stuff. Doesn't matter what minuses I give you, Mr. Coffin always hits the mark.
Oh, reshaking. And as for my man, she tribesman number 88. I don't think he can actually get to him, can he? Because he can, because he's shaken. Can you move diagonally?
Yep.
In fact, shaken, he'll move around him and have an attack from behind.
That's the way you do it. Yeah, you stop him running off. Should give him the boat gang up the block.
Yeah, still a miss. He didn't roll very well. Despite him leeching on my Joker bonus.
Still got him cornered there, pretty good.
Yep, that's the plan. This soldier's going to go down in a load of villagers, I think. That's me done.
Irina Capello again. Yep. Tribesman waxing really hard. Really, really hard. And he goes down, hit by the pickaxe.
So is that the whole mine?
There's still one left down in that. Who ran away from number 79 into that area there. So he's in there somewhere.
Right. Guess my tribesmen have still got a bit of movement.
Sure.
I'll move him up more if he's not kind of. He'll just move into there because he's already they've already had their attacks.
Okay, right in his face there.
Okay.
The Ross.
And I'll come down because I know those bits are clear up to the north of us.
Is there anyone alive?
Just one soldier.
What's going on, Irina? I don't see anyone. Okay,
I could still hear the sounds of fighting, and the men just rushed up there.
3, 5, 6. Okay, this tribesman's going to go to here. I need to do a vigor roll on the other one to get out of the shake. Oh, yay. I meant that was an agility roll, wasn't it? Or was it a spirit roll? I've forgotten. I ran wrong, didn't I? No?
Oh, you
It
did
was
an
agility
agility. What's you rolling for?
Yeah,
Oh, it's spirit.
spirit, okay. Soak that one I was rolling. Oops, one. I want that dice! I want that dice I had a minute ago! Okay, that still unchecks it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So
it's
still
fine.
do it.
I'd let you have the other one actually because it's still a D6, that's fine.
And unshake and attack this guy. Aha! Feel the miss of my spear, and that was me.
That all your little dudes are gone. Oh, you get to go back. Seeing the fury in the tribesman's eyes, the guy kind of knows what fate would befall him. This run is not really an option for him. He misses, dying. Ross.
Aha! Is anything happening around me? No. I'll guard the rear. Turn right. Okay, and I'll use the other guy. God. These corridors and I can't move fast. I can't get anywhere. I'm going to attack this guy. I'm going to move this guy over. Ooh. Okay, you're going to get a free attack against number 100. Because he's just moved into that spot. Wait a minute. I won't move him yet. I just realized if I shake him with number 79.
Yeah, then it won't hurt to move in.
You put wild attack on number 79.
There you go, sir.
Hit you number 79. Right, 100 has to get you can get a free attack against 100. Damn it.
Die.
Oh.
Oh, he's just shake. Get away with it. Oh, he still gets his attack, sorry. Oh no, he doesn't, he's shaking. Irina, you're up.
I'll move in. Can I get a shot at him?
Yeah, but -4 I'll say, because it's crazy shot.
I'll take a single shot then. I'm at course. I'll take 2 shots. It doesn't make any difference.
If you miss and your trait dies a 1, it's going to hit a tribesman, but
Yeah.
you've got Benny, so it's what Benny's are for. It's the ceiling. That one strikes true though. Can an arena end it all?
Set him up for, let's, number 75 will have a go.
Okay. Is he going to wild attack or?
Yes, he'll wild attack like his friends.
To hit. That's enough. The tribesmen crowd around him and take out the last one of the evil men who'd been sent to work in here. With this, they sort of release the rest of the villagers. Pretty much all the men and women of the villagers are captive here, and they are. Even though you can't tell what they're saying, it's obvious how pleased they are. The men and women will sort of weep openly and crowd around you. Some of them sort of, kissing your arms and your hands in joy. They'll hoist you up, even though they look tired, onto their shoulders. They'll sort of gather around and carry you out of the mine rather triumphantly.
I'll encourage them to thoroughly loot the place before we leave, though.
They'll put you down and allow you to thoroughly loot the place. They're carrying you out. You're like, no.
I'm just thinking that they should have all this stuff. Basically, anything of any value here, they should take it.
Oh yeah, there will be things of value as well that they'll be able to gather. I've not detailed precisely what's in here, but there's mostly mundane things. So if there's anything particular you want to take, there'll be some money and the like, which you'll be able to get from the bodies, loads of guns and stuff, and which they'll take as well for protection and things. And they carry you out and back to the village.
Yeah, I might grab a rifle or something.
Sure, you can have a look at the in the equipment on there. Anything that's reasonable, I guess, for them to have. I'm happy for you to snaffle.
Excellent.
As you reach the village, they'll all begin sort of singing, and they'll appear to be having something of a party, which appears to be in your honour. They reunited with their children. There's lots of sort of tearful reunions. They're all ecstatically happy. You can now put on your character sheets if you wish that you are allied with the Mushi tribe. You can always find hospitality here, and they will always remember and help you. You are kind of godlike in their eyes now, the saviours of their village.
There we go. Backup character level 0 built.
Just in case, good idea. And they will try
Is
to.
he a Mushi tribesman?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Actually, that would be cool. They will attempt to heal you, Mr. Ross.
Okay, this is an ally. They're called. Oh god, I closed that. What were they called again? Something tradesman.
Mushi. Yeah. They don't manage it, but they will help you to sort of rest here. They'll in the evening they'll sort of as the night wears on, they'll sort of call you up to sort of stand behind the campfire, and they'll bring out some wreaths of flowers, which they'll begin to sort of put around your necks, and begin to paint with some things from plants, and sort of paint sort of art on your faces, swirls and markings and things, if you allow it.
Yep, of course.
Okay.
No stranger to wearing makeup.
Right.
Bandages. Bandages. I need bandages, not that makeup.
And before you, a fine young woman will stand sort of next to you, Dr. Ross, and will take your hand, and another woman, dark-haired, fine-looking woman will come up and take your hand, Charles, and a rather fit-looking man will come and stand beside you, Arena, and the elders of the tribe will sort of stand before you and begin chanting.
I'll sort of side whisper to the others, "Oh, I hope we're not getting married."
They only just met.
They bring out a bowl, which they all sort of pours. There's some sort of odd drink in there, which is like a greenish tinge to it, and they bring it up to you, to Dr. Ross first, and put in front of you for you to drink from it.
I'll give it a little sniff and use my knowledge chemistry to see if I can guess what it is with my lovely. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's only going to be absinthe. It'll be all right.
I think it smells beautiful, and I will drink it.
All right. Okay, you drink it. They all cheer, and the woman beside you looks ecstatic, and she will take a hearty drink from it as well, and then the drink will move over to you, Charles.
I'm not one to being somewhat hedonistic. I'm not one to sort of like turn down drinks. So, yep, I will drink.
Okay, you drink from the cup, and as does your partner here, and she looks ecstatic too. And the drink will move over to you, Irina. Do you drink from it?
Yes, I'll drink it and pass it on to my partner.
Okay, you all drink from it, and after sort of tingling sound, your fingers begin to feel a little rubbery and tingly, and after about half an hour, you enter in some sort of mild euphoric state. Not unpleasant, but it's sort of a bit like being drunk, but unusual. The rest of the night will pass as a rather a blur of dancing and laughing faces and the like. And you'll wake the next morning with headaches.
Hangovers.
Anyway, so suffice to say, the tribe is very pleased with you. And they will, I suppose there's the other matter while you're here of King Leopold.
Indeed.
Oh yes, we have a small crocodile infestation to sort out, don't we?
Or rather, a large crocodile problem.
Well, yes.
Someone said we were feeding small crocodiles to the big crocodile. I think there was a trap mentioned.
Yeah, that was a few months ago. The
Yeah.
small crocodiles have probably escaped by now.
Yeah, that's true.
Or just died of hunger.
Yeah, because the villagers had been captured. Nobody was there to feed them.
What did they eat when? Yeah, it's like gnats and midges, isn't it? What did they eat when? Yeah. no people around. But
So I guess we'll look into traps and kind of find local guides and all of those sorts of things.
okay, you had done some preliminary investigations last time, I believe, and there was an area that Jacques found around the lake, which had very large crocodile prints. These are not these are supernaturally large crocodiles in that area, and he thinks a few around that area could be where they reside and hunt. So searching there might be a good idea. Also, I think while you're in here, sort of living with the villagers, if you want to make a smarts roll at -2, and if you pass, I'll have you pick up the basis of their language.
I'm going to spend a penny, so that'll counteract the -2 with my Elan.
The awesome Elan. And quite suits Charles as well if he does get it. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it's some sort of Congolese. We don't call it Congolese, I guess, unless you know any better. Call it Congolese for now. That'll do.
No, I'm good. It's Congolese as far as I'm concerned at the moment.
I've no idea. I might look into it further at some point, but yeah, that's fine for now. And you'll be able to start to work out kind of what they are saying. They did kind of during that party, it seems, kind of welcome you into the tribe. So you are sort of honorary members of the tribe now, which doesn't appear to have any particular responsibilities other than you are warm friends now of the Mushi.
Cool.
So we're not going to have 2 wives and a husband in tow when we go back to London then?
No, not unless you desire it particularly, I think. However, you'll know that the tribe feels somewhat guilty about King Leopold. It seems like the shaman who is no longer with them. He was killed actually during the sort of attack with the Belgians, but he was very angry with the Belgian colonial people, sort of destroying and tainting the jungle, and he called forth what they said was dark spirits and made a dark potion which he poured into the lake, and they think that is what has summoned King Leopold. But now, of course, it's out of hand and it's killing locals as well, killing anybody really.
I imagine that 242 languages that are spoken there, I imagine a lot of those are actually dialects of like similar languages, to be honest.
Oh, I guess.
Well, it says the main language is French because they're colonies. But they said there's 217 living languages. They are languages. They're not dialects. It is really crazy.
Wow.
That's awesome. And then, does he give you an area for any of them, or do you want to just pick one, Dirac? That seems reasonable for here.
Oh, no. I was just looking up how many languages. And I says, oh, I'll show this to Skelly. I'd love to see 242 languages.
That's impressive.
That means you could make up any language you want.
That's cool.
The language is going to die when this tribe dies when we kill them all. Oh, sorry, I mean when they die naturally.
Won't they, your friends?
We're not going to kill them. We're part of the tribe. And the language will never die out, unless I die, because I have the language now. So the language will live till at least the next session.
Yeah, or maybe the next hour or so, because we're not done yet.
Well, yeah, or maybe for a little while.
5 minutes. Alright, I mean, are you alright to do the King Leopold bit, guys, at the moment?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm perfectly healthy for that one, yes.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, did you say the some of the villagers might be able to heal Dr. Ross?
I
They
think
failed.
Oh, did they?
did, but if you wanted, you could spend some time with them, and we'll say that Dr. Ross heals in the time that he's with the villagers. If you want to do that,
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
okay, Dr. Ross, you may heal in full. You are waited on, pretty much hand and foot here. People just keep bringing you food and checking you're comfy.
I feel as good as new.
I'm just going to take a couple of minute break. I just got to get some food.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
sure. Okay, should we have
Yeah,
a
no worries.
quick break and come back in a minute?
Yeah, sure. I was going to say that if we're here for a few weeks, I will basically. That explains why I've picked up some of the language, because I'll basically be interacting a lot with them and learning their language and talking with them and finding out about them and entertaining them, things like that.
Excellent. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So you'll spend sort of a few weeks here and yeah, live with them, pick up the lingo.
I don't really need a break. So my my other character, the one I made, is actually I made a racist. Isn't that nice? Yeah.
That's lovely.
Well, it's in this here is a hindrance. It's called something start with J. Jingo.
Jingoism.
No, jingoistic.
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 That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's 4 to your charisma in other areas.
So who doesn't he like? Please say the English.
Oh, he is English. I made him an English major, so basically he goes around because
Yeah, but the
I know
Irish.
no, yeah, well
You
the
don't like
English
the
are
Irish.
more racist. He doesn't like anyone.
He doesn't like anyone.
Doesn't like anyone that isn't English.
Fair enough.
Scottish, oh God, I hate them. The Welsh, oh God, my God. Irish, French,
Northerners,
you know,
people from Birmingham, them Somerset
especially
lot. Don't like them.
especially people from Stoke that try to kill your characters off every time.
Yeah, yeah. Can't be dealing with
Well,
that.
that's understandable.
Yeah, that's a rational thing. That.
That doesn't count as a hindrance. That's just a normal default setting for most people.
And I took the whip as that melee weapon because it looked funny.
The whip. I think there's some rules about doing entangling and things with whips.
Yeah, it's if you get a raise on a whip, you get an entangle the target. But it's got a -1 parry when you use it.
Fair enough.
Because it's not defensive. There's no way it's going to stop a blade. But it's reach, so you don't have to be close. I took a rifle and a pistol. Anyway, he's my backup character for whenever everything goes wrong. Because I'm learning melee's not my skill.
You're a bit unlucky then, to be honest with you. I just rolled awesome on the dice.
No,
What's
it's
wrong?
more like I built the character badly for a melee character. I decided to give him lots of skills instead of like focusing on one big skill and then lots of wee skills. His fighting is only day 6, that's why he's missing all the time. Ah, you learn from your mistakes, that's what I say.
Okay. So I'm now looking up the plot point. Where were we?
Al's getting her some food, so she's not back yet, so you can look at that up. So, I was thinking, around the colonial ages, most of these English soldiers, they spoke English, obviously, and then they spoke probably a bit of Hindu. I had a third language I couldn't think of anything, but then it says they probably speak French because that was like the holiday resort, the destination for the English, wasn't it back then? France.
Isn't it? It's Belgium. We all went to Belgium to fight the French. Usually.
Oh, okay. I have to actually delete a language off because I forgot I changed my. So I don't need French.
I think you're probably spot on there. I imagine it's probably French, maybe one of the language that. Well, Latin is sort of taught in schools. I don't know.
Yeah, well, Latin was still taught in school, especially the upper classes. As was Greek, ancient Greek, to be fair. Although Latin more so. But yeah, him with you being what is he, a retired colonel kind of thing?
Well, I say he was drummed out due to racism things, so meant to be notorious. Notorious.
So he kind of could have been part of the British Empire in India or something.
Yeah, assuming he's based in India. I mean, he could be based in Sudan or anywhere like that.
Yeah, I basically removed the Hindu and the French because he only gets two languages, so I took the Latin and the English, like you said. So that's
That's
Whatever.
fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much open to whatever. I mean,
that's fine. That's it. That's what I just needed. And no, because I was going to have three languages, but then I says to myself, I forget that's smart. Who wants to be smart? We've got other people who are smart. I want to live. I want to live forever.
why have we got that smart?
Irina. She survives so much. She must be smart.
Or just fast?
I can't remember who Rick's other character is because I literally cannot remember the character.
I can't remember what Rick had for his second character. Actually, I remember his first character. So that was that like was
Boxer type.
Yeah, it's the pugilist guy, wasn't he? I can't remember what on earth he's had for his new one.
This guy was a smart guy, but he was meant to be smart and a good fighter. But anyway, when I get my 2 experience, I'm gonna dump stuff into fighting.
Good move. Charles is kind of like he's I mean he's not thick, but he's kind of average with a lot of things. He's very good at spirit basically, so he's good at things like he's good at more the talking stuff and the sort of like the mental things, not necessarily spell casting and such, but like the social skills and stuff like that. So he has like little abilities at a lot of things though, but that's where his forte is. He's the guy that you want talking to somebody. So there is that potential for him to be quite clever. Because assuming that I survive tonight's session, there's always the opportunity to bang something up in an attribute because I'm only one off being seasoned.
Wow, I didn't know that's where Swahili came from. Congo.
Oh, is it Swahili in the Congo?
Well, like it's got loads of languages, but it's got French as the main. Then it's got something called Kikongo, Kikongo, which is actually a Creole, which I think is some sort of French mixture language, isn't it?
Creole.
Yeah.
I tell you one
Yeah.
language I'm really fascinated by. It's the is it Jamaican? Oh, what's it called? Because it's kind of like you can see where a language is evolving into another language all of its own. Is it Creole? Actually, it might be Creole.
It's got a language called Lingala, and then it's got Swahili.
Oh, what's it called now? Because it's kind of like half English, but
Espanol, or Span something.
It won't be Creole because Creole is a derivative of French.
Yeah, French. And the other one's the derivative of Spanish, the Espanol, or whatever it's called.
Patois.
Pachua? That's Papua New Guinea, isn't it?
Patwa, yeah.
It's like Patois. It's like language evolving into something else. It's really cool. It's like English, but not English.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking of. Patois.
I think so.
I think it's really cool anyway.
Like I'm at school here.
That's it, Irene. Yeah, cool. It's like it's a bit more than a thick accent. It's actually a language. Language, I think it's cool. Anyway, right.
It's spoken in Jamaica. English-based Creole language.
I was thinking about what the difference between a dialect and natural language. At what point a dialect becomes a language all of its own.
Tricky because, like, for example, if you think of the Scandinavian languages, I mean, obviously Rick could probably be able to tell us better. Usually, Danes, Norwegians can actually understand each other. They're speaking. They just have like different. They'll have like different words for some things, but a Dane could be talking in Danish, and a Swede and a Norwegian would get the gist of what he's saying. So, because technically that's kind of like technically they're kind of dialects of each other. They're all obviously from the same stem, but and they've all kind of like evolved alongside each other. So there's quite a bit of crossover. You get a similar thing, though not to the same extent, with Spanish and Italian, where you'll get a lot of crossover words, and it'll just be the way how things are pronounced that some of the words will sound a lot different. But you'll find that if somebody who's Spanish talking to an Italian and vice versa in their own languages, they kind of get a bit of a gist of what each is saying, but they wouldn't fully understand each other. So they are actually classed as different languages. So it's just like a different dialect would be closer. I mean, it's not like what we think of as dialects in England, where you've got like somebody talking in a Geordie dialect and somebody talking in a Brummie dialect. We'd maybe have a few words that are different, but they'd be few and far between. Other than the accent being really strong, you could understand somebody from Newcastle or somebody from Birmingham without any problems.
I think it's fascinating.
It is. I mean, when I was at uni, when I was at Manchester, to do my masters, my tutor, he was on some kind of committee where they're basically trying to work out what they can for Proto-European language or Proto-Indo-European, where they basically trace the roots of different words going back as far as they can, and there was weird kind of stuff that they'd found, sort of like, they could trace like the name of certain parts of the body by using different languages to a common root that was quite far back. And so they were like, that the original or something similar must have been the original word, and it's therefore mutated. And you can see the similarities in like languages that are so far, geographically so far apart. But then you get other words for other parts of the body or for other everyday things that are nothing like each other.
Yeah, I've just changed, morphed so much that
Yeah, and so it was quite. I mean, he went through it. I mean, he gave about a 2-hour lecture on it, but it was really interesting all the way through it.
Oh, I'd love to have seen that. It does sound really interesting, yeah. Because I imagine there's probably some cultural things as well about how often words are used and things like that, or how good a word fits for what they intend it to, or stuff like that. I don't know. Influences how it develops. Anyway.
Well, absolutely, because I mean, you get I mean, there's the old adage of Eskimos having lots of different words for snow because they'll have a different word for a different type of snow, whereas we would probably have,
Cold, wet
just
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. They'd say, "Oh, it's snow of a certain type today," and we'd be like, "It's snow." So things like that, definitely.
Cool. All right. Then. Are you back, Irina?
Yes, back.
Cool. Well, very educational today, aren't we? I feel like. Okay. Anyway, very intellectual at my games, you see. So you're going now to. I'm going to just ruin it all now with just some mindless violence. You're going to head out and try and track down King Leopold. How do you want to go about this? So you've got a sort of rough area where you think you might be.
Use the age-old system of traveling up there, it'll attack us, and then we kill it.
So you're going to go with the bait option?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I mean, we must be able to work out some sorts of traps, mustn't we?
Absolutely, yeah.
So I think we should do that for definite and try and draw it into a trap.
Well, I believe, did you bring some with you, actually? Some sort of traps? I can't remember now. You brought some crocodile poison, I think, didn't you?
I think the person that isn't here had all the stuff. See if you can check his character and see if he's got stuff on him. God, I've forgotten his name. He's played by the American.
Pierre?
Yeah, it's Pierre. He had stuff. He was the hunter guy.
Oh, he's got loads of stuff here. Elephant guns and all sorts going on. Yeah, he's got crocodile poison, elephant guns. I mean, I'm sure...
He had everything.
Yeah, he'd got everything with him.
Okay, yeah, so you will have traps. There's also... He appears to have a couple of... Oh no, an elephant gun, if anybody wants it. There'll have also, Irene, been an opportunity for you to get anything back from London because you've been sort of telegramming Mina. So if there's anything you do want, you can add it to your sheet if you want now. There's lots of cool things I've noticed in Rippers that none of you have got yet.
Maybe I should take the big elephant gun because currently my weapons aren't working out the way I intended.
Elephant guns rock.
Give me the elephant gun. How many good bullets does it come with? Was it one bullet a shot or something? It's like one bullet reload, that sort of gun? Actually don't know what an elephant gun looks. It's like, I know it's a big powerful bullet though.
It's 2d10 damage, AP2, armor piercing 2. But it's got snap fire quality. Can't remember what that is. Something to do with... You might have spent a turn reloading it or something. I'll have to have a look.
Yeah, I don't know what snap fire penalty is.
Okay, here we go. So if you want to mark out a square or something where you have your trap, we'll do it like that. I'll put you on the map.
Right, snap fire penalty basically is if you move, you get a -2 penalty.
Oh, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, so you got to sit still and Still on shoot. Let me see if I can find a sort of trap thing.
The gun doesn't have a thing to roll on the first part of it. What is that? Oh, range, that's right. I need to change the range. Hey, there we go. How many bullets did you have with it?
They're single cartridge, I think. I'm just looking them up at the moment on Wiki.
No, it is a one-shot gun. It says that, but I was asking how many bullets did he bring with him.
Right.
I'm trying to find the party sheet because I can't find it there.
Well, I'll just have as many as you want. I mean, 10,
750.
20. Well, you'll have to carry them. And I imagine it probably won't go that many rounds anyway, so.
Fires one round a go, so let's see.
10 or 15, 20 maybe. A box.
They are massive things.
Bullets large.
I had a look at the bullet of what it is. It's huge.
I'll take 10. Bullets large, 10. Probably take a turn to reload, so that'll be okay. It's actually saying the gun about that, but all guns take time to reload, don't they? Action. Okay, there's the big trap.
As the trap, you may move it and place it where you wish. It looks a bit like Mordenkainen's something or other, but you're putting it in around Charles.
Are we, Charles?
I'm not going to be bait.
Who's the bait?
We'll have to put it between us and the animal, so let's put it about here. I'll move over here. That's a little bit. What do you reckon, guys? You think that's a good place for a bear trap? Oh, there's this tiny, tiny crocodile over there.
Yeah.
Remember the rule? It can't climb trees, I heard.
Crocodiles can't. Do you know what? I watched a film about the whole film was about someone being stuck up a tree and trying to hide from a crocodile.
Let me guess, he fell asleep and fell off and died.
It was quite good. Well, actually, to be fair to the film, it was quite a few trees. It was like a flooded something they were in, Florida or somewhere. Maybe it was an alligator. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, it's a lesser known tree climbing crocodile.
Yeah, tree crocodiles. They're just trying to get the size right on this crocodile.
They hide up trees and drop and pounce on unsuspecting passers-by.
He vanished.
Alright, so everybody make me perception rolls. You'll be out in the jungles hunting for me. You'll been out a good few days.
If only we had 3 more people, would have got an 8.
How can... It does me end sometimes when they do this on monsters. They go like... In its description it's saying how good it is at stealthing and then it hasn't got the stealth skill. I mean... Come on, I'm going to take it off its swimming skill.
Just rolls really good.
Yeah, he's just lucky.
Oh, you had a -3 on the swimming. That's good.
I Why's he got -3 on swimming? I don't know. But in either case, you do manage to spot a large snout and a couple of eyes moving menacingly towards you.
Oh, is that a river in front of us?
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
this is the bend in the river.
I thought it was a road. It looked like a road. Ignore me. Go on.
Just as well you didn't walk along it then.
Yeah.
This thing is massive. I'm wondering whether it shouldn't actually. I think it should actually be bigger than that. 1 second. Let me. Because. Oh, I'll leave it. Okay, here's the description anyway. Don't go with the thing. These monsters are just under 20 feet long. Oh, I guess that might be right if he unkilled himself.
These monsters? That means there's more than one?
With sharp teeth, perfect for rending flesh. Their skin glows slightly green in the darkness, a slight phosphorescent blur as it swims beneath the dark waters. These creatures are ambush predators and like to surprise their prey from beneath. They have some slight supernatural intelligence from the taint of the extract, and are particularly good at springing ambushes, attacking from multiple directions, and hiding or retreating from ranged weapons. Well, perhaps a bit more information than you wanted, but that's what you got. Anyway, it's Irina, you're up. Not something to be trifled with, is kind of what it's saying.
Okay, I'll try and attract its attention to come towards the trap then.
Alright, you can. What sort of skill do you want to do for that?
Shooting.
Okay, I like that, yeah, that's cool. That'll do it. I was expecting persuade, but no.
Coaxing. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Shooting. Okay, it's got crazily tough skin, but it won't far off, but it bounces off its tough hide.
No, not quite getting there. When you double tap, do you get 1 damage for the 2 bullets?
No, it's just double tap because you +1 to hit and +1 damage, I think.
Right, I was just wondering, if there was any way of... Because obviously it's pretty going to be pretty difficult to get over its toughness. Whether there's anything I could do to help that.
Headshot?
Bigger gun. Headshot, yeah.
Headshot might give you a +4, but yeah, I've got the -4 to hit, so.
I used to have a card that was called Headshot thing.
You still have, haven't you?
Oh, I used it and chopped his head off.
Oh yeah, of course you did, yes.
Okay, Charles Hayden Bate Coffin.
Well, I shall have a shot as well, I think. Did you say it's +2 to hit with the size?
Oh, yes, it should be bonus to hit. Sorry, 1 second.
Ooh.
Oh, do we need to put that on, or is that on automatically?
It isn't on automatically. Yes, it's +2 to hit because he's a big chap.
Think. I'm waiting for a guy with the big gun to be able to do some damage.
Yeah. Let's hope. Got 2 free bennies for this. How many wounds it's got? Right. Line up by shot. I think there's anything I can do apart from... I could aim, but I don't want to do that. because it'll take a whole turn. It'll kill us. Alpha gun. Get a -1 on this for some reason. Any reason?
No reason at all I can think of. Should have +2 to hit because he's so big.
Just the weapon itself's got a -1 on it. I'm trying to work out why.
Oh, is it a strength thing?
Or is it? Oh, okay.
You might not have the strength to wield it.
That's probably it then. Okay.
Yeah, minimum strength D8. Are you on a D6? I mean, it might still be worth using it, but it's just so massive and unwieldy. But rolling like that.
I find what I'm good at. Oh my goodness.
Elephant guns.
Oh.
I did that with a pistol.
That was me.
Oh, sorry, Andy, did you go? Are you staying where you are?
I had to because if I move it, it's a -2. Hopefully the trap holds us for a couple of turns and then we can just boom, 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 boom.
Okay, he moves 5, which puts him straight in the centre of the trap, which goes off. I'm going to say it'll be 2d10 damage on him, and we'll give him the restrain condition. So I don't know who wants to. Well, do you want to roll the elephant gun damage on him? Because that's 2d10. We'll use that. Shaken, and I'll give him an entangled.
We poison the trap, or is it no? Because it's in the water, it'd be useless. Let Arena. Let Charles walk over and jab him with a syringe or something.
Okay, and he went last. At the start of this next go, if everybody would like to make me notice rolls, please.
Notice the other ones? Okay, let's do that now. Hey, I saw some. Oh,
Who did the
Charles.
critical fail?
That'll be me.
Oh, I forgot to ask. Are these is this a supernatural creature?
Absolutely, it's definitely not natural. This is huge. It's been summoned forth with the dark spirit of dark magic.
Oh. It doesn't actually affect me. I don't know what this means. She has also learned how to transform her pain into power, adding an additional +1 bonus for each wound level she sustained. Oh, is that extra damage and melee? Okay, forget that. Got it. No.
Okay, so let's have a look. So, Charles, you do not notice this, but Mr. Ross and Irina, you both notice. Poking his head up out of the wall.
Another one. Maybe.
How did he guess? Mr. Ross, you're off up next.
Okay. Do a multi-action, I'll reload and then I'll shoot. Okay, so this will be at -2 +2, so they cancel each other out. Oh, Benny. Oh my god. That's me.
He remains shaken, and I'll say in the trap because he's shaken. His mate here, though. Slithers up on the bank. Opens its giant maw. Ooh, and chomps on poor Charles Coffin. Oh god, it's got the most ridiculous damage in the whole world. Oh, but you're up to the challenge.
I take it I've noticed it now.
You've definitely noticed it now. I'm sorry. Yes, you have. Yes.
I can move out of its attack, can't I?
Absolutely.
Yep.
So I shall move a little bit. Over here, and I shall shoot the one who's just tried to bite me, because that's a bit more of a threat than the other one at the moment.
Your gun have double tap.
Yeah, I'll double tap. And that's a hit. And it's unharmed, so I will still carry on moving a little bit to get myself into a better position.
Yeah, you're like, crocodile.
I shall move round to here.
Irina.
Yeah, I'll go for a headshot.
Oh, unlucky. So you know what? Pings off this crazy armour. Dr. Ross, you think the extract you'll be able to get from the crazy armour on these things will be ace?
I also know that we don't have anything to store it in, so it won't last that long. Wishes you could go back and get the freezer box.
Yeah,
I did say I was getting a rifle, actually, didn't I? I
Yeah.
didn't find one. Perhaps I should investigate that while I wait for my next turn.
Yep, you can, if you want to look at in the equipment, you can have been sent over pretty much whenever you like, really, from Mina, so.
I think there's a big Gatling gun somewhere in there. You know, you have it all fitted up and ready to shoot.
Oh, damn it.
Oh.
Giant crocodile gets Joker.
It does?
No, it doesn't. Irina got the Joker.
Irina got the Joker, sorry. I was getting all excited then. Irina, you're up.
Keep getting a rifle.
So that was to a headshot.
It would have been...
It's +2, +2, -4, so I did it at nothing.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, so yeah, you get +4 damage then.
In fact, actually, yes, it's minus. No, because it adds the Joker damage, so that's 2 less than that, so it's a 9.
It's still going to be a hit with the raise, yeah, that's good, good. Oh, yeah, 9's hit with the raise. Oh man, yeah.
Roll terrible damage again. So the next one's 9. And I'll search the equipment again.
Okay. Yeah, Irina's rummaging through a box of gear there. Meanwhile, the crocodile Oh, good, Dr. Ross.
I mean, oh, good, Dr. Ross. I'm seeing a pattern here.
Oh, that's no good. I'm going to Benny that.
I don't think you should. I think you save them for something important. Weather changing.
That's better. I'm such a meanie to you, aren't I? Oh my god, I've just killed you again. 3 wounds.
So what sort of rifle am I likely to have been able to get from those soldiers?
I don't think it specified actually. It just said rifle on them. So
Did it have any damage or anything to give us a clue?
I can have a look. Well, I mean,
Ooh.
Mina could have sent you some weapons as well. So,
I will take that. I soaked 2 of them.
but oh, well done. Yeah, awesome. Massive bite comes in, but you managed to sort of deflect it away. Okay, hold on, I'll just sort Irina's.
I'll take one of them wounds off because you just give me an extra wound for some reason. There we go.
Okay. Okay, the mine cards, it just said rifle, 2d8 damage, 1 second. I'll add it to your
Good.
character.
I think it's just the Ripper wet rifle that's in the items thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've got one on there, that's cool. Yeah.
Oh,
You've got loads of stuff on your character actually.
yeah, they're not on the combat sheet. That's weird.
Oh, there's a little yellow starry thing, which if you check that, they should appear on there. Oh, I'm all kerfuffle now. Okay, that was the giant crocodile. Let me just see if he's got anything nasty I can...
I see, yeah. You have to tick them to equip them.
No!
Okay, safe to say he's broken that. I'm going to say a strength roll to get out, but I'm going to give him 2 raises because it is supposed to be a trap, so he's going to have to really be good with it. So he needs like a 12 and no any. You remain shaken, but you may spend a penny, I guess.
Oh, dude, I'm going to shoot this stupid creature over here. I'm not going to shoot the one. Oh, I can move out of the way. Oh, no,
You
I
can.
won't. I won't. You
Heroic.
shoot the other one. Let's snap that. Let's get a -2 to shoot if I move.
Oh. Nothing to do with heroism.
And I'm only getting a -2 because I have to reload the gun, so it's going to be a multi-action again. And so, no, I'll do something different. I'm going to run. I'm going to do a multi-action because I'm going to reload.
Right.
So I'm going to run. Ah! It's a good thing we didn't have to do fear checks or anything. Run.
Yeah, it doesn't actually say the cause fear on there, so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got it. It's hard. It's hard to see the squares here. It's 11. That's 14. Wait a minute. 12.
That's in the river, you know.
Oh, so it is. Damn it.
Yes, go into the river.
Okay, we're over here.
Yeah, they're not very agile in the water. We'll be fine.
I can't count these squares. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You want to make sure you're not running through that crocodile's attack zone as well.
I went around it. Learned my mistakes. There, I'll put it there. Whenever it gets to the south, whenever it goes into that grassy bit, I can't see the squares, and it's just like goes. Okay. I will go there, and I'll just reload the gun, and it doesn't matter. It'll be an agile roll, wouldn't it? Because I've been running. Agility roll.
Oh, to
-4.
reload. Yes. Yes.
I can do this. I can do an agility roll at -4.
Go, Dr. Ross. Go, Dr. Ross.
Okay, I didn't get the load. It'll do me. Keeping my 1.
Okay, I shall double tap.
Came for the head or anything?
Shoot at 46. Yeah, I'll go for the head, so that just puts me at -1 in total because I get +2 for its size, +1 for the double tap.
Yep.
So that's going to give me +5 to the damage. Oh my god.
Your damage coming out of you lot at the moment.
And I will move down diagonally down to there.
Oh, poor Irina.
You moved that far.
Yeah, I was down near to where Irina is, and I moved diagonally across there so that we're splitting its targets.
Okay. I think it's going to be between. Well. Probably go for Coffin before Ross just because he gets there first. So I'm going to split it actually 1 to 3. 1 to 3 Coffin, 46 Irina. No, actually I'm going to give him at least a chance to hit Ross because it'll be funny. 1 is Ross, 2 and 3 is Coffin.
We know what you're going to roll now. Look at this one. Come on, guys.
4
Look
to
at the
6
one.
Irina because she's closer.
Although I've not been shooting at it.
True, okay, so let's roll a.
We'll roll a D100 on a percentage of.
Yeah, I'm going to be carried away with this now. Okay, a D100, 20%. Oh, I don't know, I'm just going to roll a dice, see what happens.
Well, I was 1, so who's 3?
Well, I don't know what the dice was on.
It's just the GM, that's the thing. I was kind of hoping it'd be a 1, just so I could just attack Dr. Ross.
Now he wants to kill your character openly. Before he was pretending. Oh no, look what I'm doing. I'm killing you. Oh dear. Now it's die.
Okay, percentage, 20% is Ross, 22, 60 is Charles. Yeah, I'll do. Oh well,
20.
sorry.
That's not me. Hey, Charles.
Ivy's got a sprint though to do it.
We bought that new armor you were going to buy.
Just gets there, but he's got the multi-attack thing. Chomp. After all that, it was a miss. No, I'm going to Benny it.
I wish he could feel that his teeth were awful like.
See, I'm after Dr. Coffin as well. Oh, no, Mr. Coffin. Right,
Yeah,
okay,
you're right.
Irina.
So, I don't have quick draw, so I'm at -2 because I've switched weapons. How do I fire 2 shots from the elephant gun then? Do I just right-click the dice thing?
I don't think you can. I think it's a one-shot thingy.
It's 1 or 2.
Oh, is it? Oh, in which case I think there's rules for firing both thingies of a shotgun. 1 second. Ah, 1 or 2 shots. I'm guessing it's going to work like a shotgun.
So do I do 2 separate attacks or a special one?
Trying to work it out. Yeah, it's 2 dice. So if you roll them right click. I think that's how it works. So there you go. Yeah, 1 hits, 1 misses with that. Though you should have had a +2 if it was in there.
I've got +2 for marksman. I had -2 for picking the gun up this round.
And +2 for it being big.
Oh, I haven't been adding that at all. So, yes, +2 for being big then.
So the quick draw cancels out. The minus one strength penalty stands, so it's still going to be
So
a
it's
miss.
a hit, 2 hits, because that's a 6 and a 4 now, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, with an additional +2. Okay, yeah. Not so fast. Oh. No, I'll take it. So he's shaken. See the blast from.
Okay.
So he's shaken, so you could step back if you want to fire and not be firing against his parry.
Yeah, well, I could anyway, but I will definitely be doing that.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
It's
So
me
I'll
being weird.
step 2 to there, and I shall have a shot. Unfortunately, it's a single shot because I have only got 1 bullet left. However, it'll be at -2 because I'm going for a headshot. Okay, and I will spend the Benny, so now it'll cancel out because of the Elan. So that will be a hit. So that's +4 damage. Oh, God. Okay, and time to run away a bit more. And that's as far as I can get because I'm not sprinting. I'm now out of bullets. Oh dear.
Well,
Don't worry, Dr. Ross. I have great faith in you.
reload my gun. And I go, "Hi, Charles."
Okay.
And I walk over beside him, and that's my turn because I don't want the -2 next turn. Whoops.
Oops. I'll put his shaking back. And it's your
Yeah.
go again. Sorry.
The button and I skipped my turn because I was first.
Yeah, well, we both did it at the same time, I think.
Okay, I'm going to shoot this one so I don't get all the minuses. Yay, finally. Oh, should I aim? No, I'll just do it. What? Where did I get -2 from?
One's a strength
Minus
penalty.
1 for the damage and -1 for the strength penalty.
Oh, got wound. Okay. Right. I'm going to Benny that. What's the least spirit rolls?
It's me clicking something by accident. Sorry.
I'm going to use a Benny. And I forgot the +2 for the big thing. Put that in. I hit! Oh! I hit it! It's died! It died! Look at it!
You forgot the +4. Was it a headshot?
It's an ordinary shot.
Dink! Shaking status removed. It's far too complicated. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, Charles, sorry, he's got it in for you.
At least it's someone else for a change.
Oh, my dice rolled off a 9. He still fights against his bonds.
Who's got the poison?
Well, yeah, I am just reloading this turn, so it's just a case of running away. How much can you reload by? It's just a straight reload, so I'm not sprinting as well. I'm just.
Yeah, so you move your full move.
I meant how many bullets can you reload?
Oh, you
Sorry.
could do both in that. I think
I've got a pistol, so I've got 6 bullets.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it's only usually it's usually like a multi-action and agility check to do 2 at the same time, like I did with Brent, I think. But
Didn't make the map big enough for us running away.
Yeah, I have to run back round him back into the path of the other one because there's no way I can go unless I went southerly.
I'm going to say it's very marshy at that bit or something. Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so I'm not shooting. I am just reloading. So I run away and reload.
We need a bigger map. Okay.
Or smaller squares.
Oh, that's good in a way though. At least we're not stuck to each other. Small squares. Yeah. This is where Irina's going to finish them off.
I hope so.
I'm out of bullets, so I've got to reload.
Okay, you can reroll, reload, and shoot. I think, but at -2.
Okay, I'll do that.
You get +2 for big size, so that cancels that
Yeah.
out.
Okay, and +2 for marksman.
Okay.
I've got a funny feeling that Skell's going to read this adventure and it says, "This is an adventure for heroic characters."
It don't think it ever says that actually. I don't know. Well,
I was making a joke. No.
it might have been though.
So that's a hit and a miss.
Cool.
Yes!
Yes, finally. Did some damage.
I have 1 Benny left.
Roll the 1. Roll the 1.
Crocodile's got no Benny left. Hold on a sec.
God.
I'm going to soak 2.
And it was not a wild card, so
Oh.
big splat of gore, it goes down. The other one I'm going to say is trapped and trapped. Can't get out. If it's not got out now, it's never going to. So you managed to capture that one as well. So well done, everybody. Do you know it might well be a heroic adventure because in it actually says in the plot point that there should be 3d6 of these. You might as well just TPK your party, really, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
To just say you're all dead, you know.
Well, we all died before we even got to the crocodile. So, I mean, you know, you pretty much almost TPK'd us before then, anyway.
Yeah, it was definitely tough, but you all did really well. So you managed to do that, and we'll work something out about the extract. I think we probably will let you have the extract box now, because we didn't know what it did before, did we? And you said, "What's that do? We don't want it." So, is there some roll you need to make, Doctor? To get
Yep, there is a roll I need to make. I'm actually trying to. I can't. I have to look up the thing, but here I'm going to read the knowledge ripper tag. I'm going to take that roll. See what I extract. I actually, because I've got Arcane Chemist, I get double of what I get. Wait a minute. Arcane Chemist is okay, that's making extracts. Okay, I'm extracting extracts, so this is different. Okay, I just do the dice roll. Sterner stuff coming from. Oh, yeah, okay. Get +2 to my roll because of that. Okay. Okay, so I got a 7. This is where you're going to read up the rules on Ripper thing, aren't you?
Okay, I think everyone's. Oh, you got some lodge points as well there. Because you'll be back in London next time.
Excellent.
Okay. It was dead when I got it off, so I don't get the -2 to it.
One of them's alive. You got a live one and a dead one.
Okay, so it's -2 to the live one, and if I fail, it takes a wound. Right, the rip tissue must be used the same day or it's ruined.
Okay, we'll say you've got that box thing then. Otherwise, it'd have been pointless sending you out here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll roll for the second one. I got one extract from this thing.
And then with your extract, it means you're going to be able to create things, doesn't it? I think.
Ooh! What that does. Yeah, I can make potions or I can implant Ripper Tech. There's two things I can do with it. It's what the Arcane Chemist is making the potions, which are like one-shot stuff.
So if anyone's interested in Rippertech, I've just shared a link in the chat window there. It gives you, it does encourage you to kind of create your own. So you can turn the extract, the supernatural extract, into Rippertech of your own if you wish.
So what did we pull from it then? Which of these comes from a crocodile? Say?
No, I think it does. I'll just check.
Because I don't think it would have gills.
Oh yeah, I get you.
It says here, donor any supernatural creature with bite attack is for the carnivorous maximilial, which is implant only.
I see. I mean, certainly armor type things you could do. I mean, we can reskin the demonic armor, demonic hide type things.
Well, everyone knows what there is, so if you want me to implant it, I can implant.
Oh wait, it's actually in the scenario, dough.
Oh. We were about to find out what the Ripper Tech does. It gives you the ability to have plus 26 armor. Yay!
Yeah, it's actually got a specific thing. Leopold's hide.
That's an implant only, okay.
Implant
What is? Wow, plus 4 armor.
Wow, that's good.
It's even better than the hide I've got. Oh, sorry, you didn't hear me say that. I didn't say that in character.
His demonic hide, which he keeps hidden. So it's really whether you want to go down that route or not, but you have the ability to if you wish.
Plus 4 armour, it's rude not to, really, isn't it?
It is.
Be nice green for you to help you with the camouflage if you have to strip naked or anything.
It's only a torso.
When we get back to town, I can implant for you.
Yeah.
Evil laugh just came out there for some reason.
So I think you have to do some sort of operation, don't we, to get it to work if you want to do it.
Yep. You'd have to read up to the thing. It's like there's a whole section on it. Let's see. Implanting Ripper Tech. Once a Ripper has acquired a Ripper lab, which you've got back home, and the raw materials necessary to create an implant, a successful knowledge Ripper Tech roll is needed to implant the material in another Ripper. Our hero cannot implant into himself. The roll is modified by the enhancements of the lab. Okay. Oh no, sorry, wait a minute. The roll is modified by the enhancements Ripper Tech modifier. That's a -2 on it. And the large modifier is also used for the surgery. And then I check it on the table. Table's next.
That's your lodge at the moment.
Okay, and I go to on the Ripper Tech table. Where's the Ripper Tech table? Oh, there it is up there. Critical failure, unsuccessful, the material destroyed. Failure, unsuccessful, material destroyed. Success, implant successful, Ripper suffers standard reason loss for the implant. Each raise, implant successful, Ripper suffers -1 reason loss, minimum 0. So if I get 2 raises, you won't lose any reason.
Cool.
Oh.
So what's the worst that can happen?
Then I have to roll. Okay, then I have to go to page 50. Where's page 50? 7. Implant table. Okay. If I roll a dice 20 on this. I don't know where the additions come, but if I roll 0 or less, you get a rippling psychosis, unrelenting, unending horror sends the character's mind adrift from his body. The hero leaps from every time, shrieking and yelling, tears up a lab, and escapes. The character becomes a non-player character under the GM's control. If I get 21 plus, it's a miracle. Somehow the procedure was successful. It actually improved the character's state of mind. The hero either regains 1 point of temporary reason loss, removed a minor psychosis, or reduces a major psychosis to a minor. Otherwise, treated as a perfect specimen.
Cool.
Okay.
Sounds rather harsh.
There's a whole list of them. Well, you're going to turn into Jack the Ripper after time. That's why it's got this bad chart.
So you only roll on the chart if it's a fail then, really?
No. You roll on the chart anyway for anything.
And what's the percent range for it becoming an NPC?
If I roll 0 or less.
Oh, right, okay.
Must be minuses in here. It's probably if you don't do it in the Ripper lab. That's the only time you're ever going to get too many minuses. You get under 0, isn't it?
I perhaps need to read up on it a bit more.
It says, regardless of how successful the surgery was, the hero must roll on the implant table to determine any unexpected side effects.
Yeah. Yeah, well, do it. I'm happy to have it.
We'll do it when we get home then, because the lab will help so much with the rules.
Yeah. So I don't know whether we're doing that now or whether we can, or whether we've got to wait till next week to find out what happens.
Up to you. You can do it next week, or you can leave it as a cliffhanger if you want. Whatever.
I'm happy to do it now.
Yeah, because if you run off us and go mad,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then at least I've got some time to get a character together.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the lodge? Because I need to see what where is the lodge? Okay, lodge. Okay, it is. What's our
Shared it?
bonus at the minute? It's +2. Okay, so it's +2 and -2. So I just do a straight roll, and that's the roll for the success of it. Let me see what the roll is for success. I have no bennies, guys. I have no bennies. It's just a standard. Just a success. Okay, you suffer the reason loss for the implant, which is I think it's -2 on that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Suppose there's -2, so you lose 2 reason.
Well, it should. If you drop the Leopold's hide into your character sheet, I think it does it automatically.
Yeah, it does. And now I have to do the other roll. Oh my god, this has got +2 on it. Because we're in our lab, so we have to go to the tables. Here we go. Oh my god, you're lucky. 12. Phew, nothing unexpected happened while the character was sedated. She suffers no additional effects from the procedure.
Wow.
Excellent.
I'm glad we got that extra Dexus coming out.
So I've added it to your character, Al. You've now got a crazy toughness.
Okay, so 4 natural armour.
Yeah, I've put it on in your armour.
Cool. Brilliant.
Although it will mean you've got a scaly torso now, so
Yeah.
which could be worse because you can have it covered anyway.
If you get injured, you have to do a notice roll for lots of people. They get scared because I get that.
Yeah.
Look at my work and go,
And while you're doing that, Charles Coffin's just become a pretty much guru at healing.
Oh, I'm up to 21. That means I can put my fighting up by 1 whole dice. Yay.
That's cool because I'm still just as bad at fighting as I was.
And you've got 3 lodge points cumulatively, I think. I'm not sure whether you can spend it on anything now, but well done with the rep attack there, Dr. Ross.
Yeah, very cool.
Glad I survived. Oh, I'm glad someone took my damage for,
Yeah, it would have been harsh dying there. That was cool. Very heroic of.
Well, the major's always in the background just waiting,
That's like a threat. Don't kill me, or the major's coming out.
I basically give him guns and hand weapons and put his fight and shooting up to 10 and just says, right, that's it. Getting you this time. The typical army man only knows his violence.